What's up, guys? Welcome to the Joe Knows Podcast. This is the very first episode. Look at us making history. You get to say right before you die, I was one of the first people to listen to the Joe Knows Podcast. Not many people get to say that. So, yeah, man, this is exciting. All I do is listen to podcasts. So, it was either get out of Dodge. I'm living in Visalia now, and it's kind of boring. So I had the option to go to Tahoe and work with Gus up there, and I just wasn't feeling it, man. I mean, of course I'd love to leave. I'd love to go experience new things, but I like making that moolah, baby. And I make that moolah at this job here in Visalia. I make bricks, right? My knot's too thick. I need a bigger wallet. So yeah, so I told myself if I'm going to stay and work here, I don't want to be bored anymore. And this podcast gives me something to do, so I'm not so freaking bored. I swear, I'd come home straight from work, take a shower, and do nothing but sit around. And it kind of sucks because I don't know anybody here. So it's not like I can go out, hang out with friends or whatever. That's the one thing I do miss about Tehachapi. I could go do whatever I want. I know everybody, so that was kind of nice. But, yeah, man. I think this first episode's going to be pretty short. Simply because I don't know how much I'm going to love sitting in this chair for forever. So if it feels like I'm sitting in this chair for eternity, we'll fix it. If these podcasts are only 10 minutes and they're only 10 minutes, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. Gives me something to do. Because overall, I'm going to be spending most time editing, putting it all together, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, man, I think my goal right now is do a couple by myself. I might only just do this one by myself. Who knows? But I have a guest that I want to bring on. I'm going to leave it a surprise. A lot of you guys know him. Anyone who would listen to this podcast will know him. So, but I think I'm going to upload every Monday night on iTunes. That's the plan. I need to figure out how to publish on iTunes. I think I got it figured out. So that'll be there on Monday if you want to get that first. And then on Tuesdays, I'll upload on YouTube. So if you want to be the first to listen to it, if you want to get the early go at it, go to iTunes. I'm also going to try to figure out the whole Spotify thing out because Spotify blows Apple Music, anything iTunes out of the water. I hate Apple Music with all my heart. It's actually not so much that I hate Apple Music. I actually just hate, I love Spotify so much that even if Apple Music is good, no one's convincing me. I'm a Spotify guy for life, man. I'm not going back. Yeah, so we're going to see how long this whole thing feels. That's what she said. And just like that, my family disowned me. But yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm sitting in this chair forever. So if we're getting to the point where I'm sitting here and I feel like I'm just rambling, no one's even going to listen to this point, I'll cut it short. And you guys can always shoot me a message on Instagram or whatever. I'm all open for it. If you want to be a guest, please message me because I would love to just have an interesting, can't even talk, conversation with people. If you have something cool to offer, or you think you do something cool, and I'll have you on. Actually, I think the whole thing I'm gonna try to figure out with making money off this thing, because I'm not planning on making money off this thing. I'm doing this thing just for fun. I didn't make this with the intention of getting any kind of profit from it. If I made $0 by the time I'm done with this thing, I'd be absolutely fine with that. That's not why I'm doing it. But if you guys are actually listening to this thing and enjoying it, I would love to get video for YouTube. Like a live video thing. That'd be sick. Then you guys can actually see how freaking fresh I dress for these podcasts. Man, I come in my Sunday best right now. Actually, I'm wearing checkered Vans socks, some Hollister joggers that I've had freaking forever. I don't even know where I got them from. And Bradley Martin sweater. Shout out Bradley Martin. I met that guy actually. He's a super, super nice guy. I went to his Super Bowl party thing at his gym, Zoo Culture, in Woodland Hills. It was fun, man. Super nice. You think with whenever you see those YouTube stars, those kinds of people, yeah, you kind of suppose that they have their own kind of fake personality for YouTube, to get the clicks, that kind of thing, get more views. I kind of figured I'd meet him in person and he would not be the same. That's what I figured. I wanted to go to just see the gym anyways. I had been wanting to go for a really long time, and turns out he was awesome, dude. Really cool guy, super, super nice. Got to have a conversation. I didn't want to ask for a picture just because I feel like everybody does that. Rather sit and talk to someone I look forward to meeting more than taking a picture. So, but yeah, man, I'm excited for this thing. I live in Visalia now. I know a lot of the people that are going to be listening to this are from Tehachapi, simply because that's where I know everybody from. Everybody knows me. The first day I moved here, I actually I threw a party, and that was freaking sick. Not gonna lie. A lot of people actually turned out. I didn't think anybody was gonna end up coming. Not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna just be the homies, throw a little kickback. Nope. Whole freaking town of Tehachapi wanted to come up, and it was pretty crazy. If you know, you know. I'm winking right now, but you can't see. That's why you gotta send money in, babies. That's why you gotta put money on iTunes. That's why you gotta buy it on iTunes, because you can see me wink. You can see this glorious cheese, this smile. You know? Yeah, I gotta figure that whole thing out. I think I'm gonna make, what is it? GoFundMe? I feel like that sounds so weird. I feel like that's, if you seriously have a problem, I would feel weird making GoFundMe and say desperately, I need help for my podcast. I feel like a lot of people would get turned off by that, especially people that actually use GoFundMe for the right reasons. They'd be like, who's this douchebag? But it was funny. When I first came here too, I had a friend come, and right as she was leaving, she said, she was driving back, and she texted me. The first thing she says is, "You live in a cow's asshole." And it made me laugh, because that's literally true. Which is not Visalia. Visalia is nice. Visalia is clean. We don't smell over here. But it's everything. I'm talking every town around. It's rough. And that's what sucks with my job. I drive everywhere. I drive all over Mid-Valley area. And every single drive, I have to smell crap the whole time. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. I'm kind of getting sick of it, actually. But dude, if I woke up and the first thing I smelled was crap, I'd pack up and leave. It doesn't matter. I mean, I can make bricks somewhere else, right? I don't have to make bricks here. I can make that moolah, baby, anywhere else. But I like it here. If it was any different, I probably would go somewhere else. But I really like it. It's a small town, but it has everything that Tehachapi folk like to go to Bakersfield for, which is nice. Especially right where I live. I mean, I'm walking distance to everything. Costco, Walmart, all of the restaurants, In-N-Out, the mall, tattoo shops, barber shops, you name it, man. I'm walking distance from everything. I went to go get my brakes fixed the other day, and I was able to just walk back home. I dropped my car off. They said it would take a couple hours, and I walked home. I got my exercise in. Speaking of exercise, I suck at it. I haven't done exercise in, I can't tell you how long. But I'm not getting fat. I'm still shredded, kids. I'm still shredded. You can still look up to me a little bit. But I'm definitely not what I used to be. I need to get back into it. I hope eventually with this podcast I'll get some ads. That'd be cool. I'll hit up some people I know. I know a lot of company owners for supplement companies. And I know that just because that's my passion, that's what I really like, I'll probably end up talking about that on here. So that'd be cool to get a couple companies to sponsor the podcast. Then that gives you guys a little bit more options as far as what you want to get. If you're in the fitness lifestyle and you're wondering, I don't know what supplements to take, I don't know what kind of diet to have, I don't know what workouts to do, We'll get sponsors by those people, kids. We'll get them. Then you can actually hear them speak for yourself. I actually have a couple people in mind that I want to bring on the show. And again, that's why you're going to donate money, kids. Because I don't want to fly anybody out of my pocket. It's not worth it. But if you want to hear people like Chris Waldron from Inspired Nutraceuticals, people from Insane Labs, if you want to see comedians, I know a lot of people. Bradley Martin. I could get Bradley Martin on here if I wanted to. That would be cool. That would be really sick, actually. But you gotta send in that moolah. I need all that cash. You know? I don't want it for myself. I make, like I said, I make bricks at my job. Bricks. Way too much money to spend. So I don't need your money. Not for myself. I can look fresh all on my own. But I want this podcast to go. I want it to fly away. I want it to leave the nest. We're just in the nest now. We just cracked out of our eggs. We just hatched. You know? So we got to take off and fly, right? And that starts with video podcast. That starts with the video. We got to put it on YouTube, which I'm going to put it on YouTube anyways. It's just going to be a picture. It's going to be, I mean, you can watch it if you want, but I mean, nothing's going to happen. You know what I should do? You guys will see when I upload it on YouTube. I'm just going to have a logo and it's just going to play, but I'll have the audio playing. I should have a point where something scary just pops up for those dumb people who actually sit and watch as if something's going to happen. Because that would be funny. Probably the funny thing, and I feel bad because I said dumb, but it's probably going to be someone older that I know. You know? And it's funny if someone's that older, they're probably already disappointed in my "that's what she said" joke. And I've cussed a couple times already. But it's all right. I'm being me. I'm being an individual. You know? You got to step out of your comfort zone sometimes, even if that means starting a podcast. Right? Starting a YouTube. Who cares? Do what you want to do. I'm going to bleach my hair this week. Yeah. You think I'm joking? I'm gonna put it on Instagram. I already have the whole thing planned out. I'm going to bleach my hair. I'm going to caption it, "Hi, Mom." Because my mom told me not to do it. And you know what? I'm a grown man. I can do what I want. And I'm going to bleach my hair. Because I can. And I want to. And it's not just because I want my hair blonde. But I like when my roots, the look of roots coming back. And it's like the dark root. Oh, dude, it looks sick. It looks cool. I want to do it. And I can do it because it's a free country. I can do what I want. And besides, I make those bricks. I can pay for it. I didn't used to be able to do that back in high school when I wanted to do stuff like that. I was broke. But that's what you work for, right? You can do stuff you want to do. I know a lot of people who want to do stuff like that. I mean, there's this girl I know, and it's funny how much she posts on her private Instagram about stuff she wants to do to her body, like lip injections, that kind of stuff. And I would never go that far as to get plastic surgery. But if you wanted to do that, send it. Full send. If that's something you actually want to do to your body, then you got to do it, right? Get it out of your system. Or else you're just always going to want to do it. You're going to die. And the last word you're going to say to the person holding you in your arms is, I should have gotten lip fillers. And you die. You don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want my last words when I'm dying in someone's arms to be, I should have bleached my hair. Or I should have started a podcast. Now I can say I did that. I did it. You know? So, how about this whole Pete Davidson thing, man? That's really sad. You know? I know he gets hated on a lot because of the whole Ariana Grande thing. Which, if allegedly what he did with the whole Mac Miller thing, if he did do that, that's pretty screwed up. You know what I mean? But in all honesty, I mean, he's just a human being. We make mistakes, you know what I mean? I've definitely done some screwed up stuff. Maybe not like that, but, you know, I'd hope I wouldn't get the whole world hating on me if I made a mistake, you know? I mean, it's not like he's going out killing people, you know what I mean? But yeah, I guess he put something on his Instagram, something suicidal, you know? And that's sad. It's sad to see, you know? Anyone who deals with depression or hating their own life, that kind of thing. You know, it's rough. He's funny though, man. I've been told I sound like him, which is kind of funny, which I don't think so, but I've definitely been told that multiple times. I don't look like him though. Kanye West too. Kanye West is crazy, man. Did you see what he said to Ariana Grande, speaking of which? He said, Ariana Grande put on Twitter basically saying, can everyone stop fighting? Because, you know, he's beefing with Drake on Twitter, which is hilarious. But he basically replied, well, Ariana Grande, she said, can everybody stop arguing, something like that, you know, on Twitter. You know, she said she was dropping music, her and Miley Cyrus. And Kanye West replies, here, I want to pull it up on Twitter just because it's funny. In the meantime, if there's anything that you hear that's annoying, or maybe the volume's too loud or whatever, that kind of thing, just let me know. Because I can change it. I can change all the levels. Sorry, I'm sounding all weird because I'm trying to search this thing. And, you know, I should have had this up and running. Anyways, I'm not even going to look it up. Mainly, he said to her, you get people killed at concerts. Which is absolutely crazy. I read that and I couldn't believe that. Because if you don't know, there was a terror attack at Ariana Grande's concert. Was it this year? Earlier this year? Or last year? I can't remember. But yeah, man, dude, he's crazy. He's one of those people that I love his fashion. I love his shoes. I love his music. I really, really love his music. But the dude's crazy. You know? He's absolutely wild. He's bonkers. But he makes amazing art. And that's what we got to do as people. You got to separate the art from, you know, the personality. You know, Vincent Van Gogh made some crazy good art. But that dude was crazy. He ate paint. Something like that, right? He like died from that, I think. I could be wrong. I could be talking out my ass, but yeah, because, you know, I anytime I talk about Kanye West stuff, whether it be his shoes or his music, you know, I always seem there's always that one person who's like, dude, he's crazy. Sports Trump, bro. Sports Trump. And the whole point is, dude, that's not why I want his shoes. Or that's not why I listen to his music. At all. It's completely different. Completely different. The same goes for Pete Davidson. If you don't like Pete Davidson as a person, you can still think his comedy is freaking hilarious, because it is. It's funny. You know? So, I don't know. People need to do that. I see so much hate. Same thing with like the whole like Nike Colin Kaepernick thing. You know? I'm going to get a lot of hate from this. Maybe not hate, but, you know, my family's definitely not on my side with this. But, you know, good for him. You know, I hope he does get a job. I think it's kind of biased. You know, I think that there is definitely something going on with the league because, you know, there's no doubt he's a good player. I mean, he's not great. I'm not saying he should be a starter. I'm not saying he's a franchise quarterback. But, you know, he deserves to get a job. You know, if he plays football and he's played football before in this league, what changed? And that's what's messed up, because I think even the people who are like outraged by what he did, I think they know inside why he did it, and that everything that people are getting worked up about, that wasn't what he was trying to do. Who goes on live television just to diss the military? No one. No one does that unless you're absolutely crazy. And he's even gone out in public and saying, I'm sorry if that's how you took it, but that's not what I was trying to say. There's injustice in this country, which there is. There's proof. You know, but that's what happens when you get a country that's full of people who are from different backgrounds. That's the whole point of why we're here in this country. That's why we came here. And I didn't mean to take the whole political debate. I'll probably never talk about politics again. But that's just true. I mean, I've even heard my own family, you know, diss on the whole Kaepernick thing. And it's just crazy, you know. It's absolutely crazy. dude should get a job, you know. Yeah, he beat my team back in the playoffs, I think like in 2012 or something like that. So I'm still kind of bitter over that. But, you know, get the man a job. You see speaking of football, do you see, kind of on the same topic, dude, the Redskins signed some quarterback that hasn't taken a snap in like 6 years over Colin Kaepernick, because the Redskins did. That's crazy to me. Like that's so blatantly obvious that it has nothing to do with him as a player. It has nothing to do. And I get, if a team doesn't want the publicity, whatever. But here's the thing. This is what I told my friend who's completely on the whole Kaepernick thing. I say people should freaking hire him. And this is the reason. Here's my reason why Colin Kaepernick should get a job. And this is why it's a smart business decision by any NFL owner. People want to see him fail just as much as they want to see him succeed. You know what I mean? The Black Lives Matter community and all those people who are supporting him, they want to see him succeed. They're going to tune in and watch those games. Even if he plays for a play and he's a backup, they're going to watch to see if he plays. And then you have the complete flip side, people who want to just crush him because of what he did, because they took it way out of context. But those people want to see him fail. They want to be able to text their buddies at work and whatever, their cousins. Did you see freaking Colin Kaepernick threw an interception? They want to be the first to know. They're going to sit and watch those games. So it's crazy to me that some owners don't want to hire him. You're going to make money off of him, whether it's negative or positive attention. You're going to get attention. That's the whole point. I don't know, man. Again, I'm sorry for the whole politics rant. It's just some people need to figure it out. You know? I like my apartment, guys. I really do. I mean, it's in such a nice area. Like I said, it's close to everything. I can go wherever I want. Just walk, skate, do whatever. My neighbors are super cool too. I mean, there's no one loud. There's nothing crazy. I've never been annoyed living here. And I live upstairs, which is nice because no one's making noise above me. And there's no one below me. So we can be as loud as we want. But our next door neighbors, I remember when I first moved in, I threw that party. I knocked and I said, hey, I'm throwing a party. It's my first day in here. But I'm just letting you know, we're not super loud people, but it's going to be loud tonight. I gave her my number, all that kind of thing. And, she never said anything to me. I've seen them multiple times since then. They're always so nice. So they must not care. Or they're just thick walls. I don't know. Either one. But, yeah, man. We're at 23 minutes. Dang, time flies. I like this. I don't think I could sit and do a whole hour. Heck no. No one's going to listen to me for an hour. No one wants to do that. But, yeah, man. I'm so happy to do this. I'm actually going to probably wrap this thing up before it drags on. But if you listened, I can't explain to you how thankful I am. I think you guys are great. And again, I don't want your money. Not for me anyways. If I do get your money, it's for this podcast. It's going to make this podcast better. So, but yeah, if you want to prove that you're the biggest baller, the biggest Rick Ross. Why does sorry, I'm going to wrap it up. I promise. Rick Ross is the weirdest person ever. Again, makes really good music. I listen to his music all the time to get hyped as hell. But he's so weird. So weird. And his head looks too small for his body. Which I know he lost a lot of weight, which is crazy. But if you guys haven't already, go watch his sneaker shopping episode with Complex. It's so funny. He's the funniest dude ever. I'd want to hang out with him for a day. Just to see, the biggest bezel, Rick Ross. But if you're the biggest baller, freaking send it, man. Send some money over here, man. Invest, dude. if you want clothing, you want t-shirts, you want merchandise, you want hats, you want to show off that you listen to the dopest podcast, you're original kid. You're an original kid of this family. You're the original. I might do something like that. If we can make good amount of money, I might make some t-shirts, and the people who pay the most, they'll get some t-shirts for free, you know. I'll send them to him. A little bit of extra stuff in there, you know. That'll be cool, man. I want this podcast to take off. That would be sick. That would be absolutely sick. And if not, we're all in this together. People are gonna listen. If we get 6 views, I'm happy. That's 6 people. That's a room full of people who just listen to me talk for 25 minutes. That's pretty crazy. That would never happen in real life. There'd never be a time where I can sit 6 people down in a room and just say, listen to me talk, no one else talk, or interrupt me for 26 minutes. You know? So, I'll be happy with whatever. But, again, thank you for listening. I'll have another episode up next week. Yeah, next week. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays in general. Don't get too hammered. Don't drink and drive. Just smoke and fly. Don't tell anybody I told you to do that, though. All right, guys. I'm logging off.